Okay, it seems to be working. Now, I am just gonna go with it, and we're just gonna hope that this is gonna work. Okay, what's going on, guys? Back again. Let's hope we can get this going pretty quick, because it's getting a little late tonight. And we're going to be talking about some tech stuff here, and we are live. Any questions I see, I'll be happy to answer them. So what ended up happening was I went live, and then all of a sudden I disappeared. So I will try to be a little bit quick here, and I'm going to hope that everything kind of comes out nice and smooth. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get set up, but I hope all you guys are having a wonderful Saturday evening. We ended up going to the park today. We took the dog to the dog park. So we had a pretty good day as far as, days go. And I actually just got this. I highlighted it for you to check out. This is just really quick. I just wanted to tell you, this is my favorite artist, and I'm going to be seeing him live. This is Russ. And on the back, it has some lyrics that are actually in one of his songs. So the quality of this is pretty decent, and it's not stitched. It is actually dyed, but I think it looks pretty darn cool. And we'll go on to the tech products. And like I said, if you do have any questions, definitely let me know. I would be happy to answer them. So I ended up getting this Neewer battery grip. Now, this battery grip can be used with the R5, the R6, and now the R5 Mark II. So I'll give you a better look of it right here, and I will move that out of the way. So let me make sure you got a good view of this right here, and I think you do. Beside that, so I think the price of this is really awesome, and I've got to say it's really nice how you set it up. You actually go like this, and it locks in the little quarter 20 on the camera, so you can take it off pretty easily. And one feature that I really like is the ability to actually put two batteries in here. So you just go like this, unlock it, and then right here the batteries slide in. Now, one really cool thing that I actually figured out was these are the new LPE6 batteries from Canon, and what I actually figured out was if you put two of these in this battery grip, you can then record in 8K 60p for as long as these batteries will work. And I really think, that is really awesome, especially that Canon had upgraded this to allow that, which is really, really nice, because a lot of people love recording in RAW. It is not my favorite thing to do in the world, but I do think it's pretty awesome that Canon upgraded it and allows you to actually do that. So I think that's awesome. And let me just move this so I can see it and try to get it out of the way here. Okay, so really, really fair price on this, and I think it's well worth it. It does have some controllable functions right here, and what you can actually do is turn them off on the side here. So if you don't want to use all of these custom function buttons that you have to set up in the camera, but you got a rubbery grip. The plastic does not feel like the camera body, which depending on which body you have, but it does feel like plastic, but it does have good grip, and it kind of makes the body look a little more pro. I think so, at least, and I really do like it. So I will give you maybe a couple, if you do want to use the LPE6P batteries, which is really a mouthful, you can also get those, and then you can record in 8K 60, which I think is really awesome. Now, to take it off, like I said, it gives you another, sorry, this camera angle's a little tough for me, but it gives you another tripod adapter right there, and it also gives you the lanyard or the neck strap adapter and tons of custom buttons. I mean, you really can't beat that, so I think that's really awesome, and a nice way to level up your R5, R6 Mark II, R6, or R5 Mark II. So, really awesome stuff there, guys. I hope that helped you out. If you have any questions, let me know. Now, I don't have my Pocket 3 handy, so unfortunately I won't be able to show you because I'm using it to record here. But, this is the K&F adapter for the Pocket 3, and it gives you the action camera mount right here, as well as the quarter 20. So that's the difference between this one and the DJI one. It's going to give you the quarter 20 right there, as well as the action camera mounts that really fold in pretty easily, and then they pop out like so, and then you just mount it up like this. So now, the only reason that you would want to use this over the actual DJI one is really the build quality of this is really good. It's metal, number one. Number two, it gives you that extra action camera mount directly on it, as well as the quarter 20. And they didn't skimp out. Everything's metal, really nice design, and that is actually the USB-C, and that plugs into the bottom. Now, when you use this, you just want to make sure that you make sure it clicks in on both sides here, because that is the most important thing. And I think it's a really, really high quality adapter for the Pocket 3, and I'm really enjoying using it. And I did actually get, while we're on K&F, I will show you these right here, because these really blew my mind. And I may be able to show you right now, because I do have the Pocket 3 recording right here. So, these are a bunch of filters for the Pocket 3, and they even give you this little cloth right here, which I thought was really, really awesome. So, I'll go over what they actually give you here. We've got the anamorphic lens, which might not be in there right now, but that is really awesome. But if you are going to use the anamorphic lens, just be aware that you're going to have to de-squeeze it in your editor, which basically just involves stretching the video a little bit. It's really simple to do. And then they give you this wide angle adapter, which is really cool, because it actually gives you more than the DJI adapter. So this one right here, does it say it on it? No, it doesn't say it on it. But I'll show you real quick. If I just put that on there like so, you can see that it made the image a little bit wider, which is really, really unique and really cool. And it does give you a little bit wider of an image, as you can see, than the actual DJI one comes with. Now, this is definitely going to be my favorite for the creative shots right here. So I will replace this really quick, and I will show you this one. This is the macro lens, so I'll try to be easy. But I'll show you this macro lens. Really, really cool. Look at this. So you put the macro lens on there, and then you can get, look at these macro shots you can get. Look at that. You can get super, super close and get everything in focus. So this is really, really neat if you are a filmmaker and you are looking to get all your creative shots with the Pocket 3. This is really, really clutch. So before I actually move that, hold on one second, let me switch this back. So really, really clutch here that K&F gives you all of these filters right here, and they even give you this little case right here. So I am loving this. This just makes you, really want to use the Pocket 3 more, which how could you, how could you not want to use this thing, because it is really an amazing camera. And oh wow, do they have little I think they might have little magnets on the bottom too, because it sticks. Maybe not. But this is really cool, and I'm not going to talk too much more about it, but if you have any questions, definitely let me know here. And I will say the ND filters look amazing. As usual, K&F, they really do make some amazing products here. And they give you an ND 8-stop filter, they give you an ND 32-stop filter, and an ND 128-stop filter. So that's really, I mean, what, you know, you could get a 16 in the middle, but I mean, I think Bright Sun 32 and 128 are good, and 8 is good for like highlights. So like if you have some blown out highlights and the rest of the scene's a little darker, I think the 8 is pretty good for that. And I've really been enjoying using the anamorphic one, and I think, especially looking at the other product, I think they are making the best accessories for the Pocket 3, which I was really surprised by. So I think really, really awesome job K&F did with these. So I also got, let me go over this quick. This is going to be similar. It's going to be another Pocket 3 type of adapter. So this right here, I'll try to get up so I could show you a little bit better of an image here. So let's see here. Boom. So this is a cold shoe adapter from Neewer, and I was really surprised by this, right? Because it's an all metal design. It's an all metal design, and I just absolutely love it. Even this is metal, so I mean, I think, sorry, this camera sometimes doesn't want to focus, but I think really this is excellent. So what you can do with this is actually put this on your cold shoe or hot shoe of your camera, and you can get behind the scenes. And I think it's a really nice touch that it's all metal. Definitely not cheap made, and I really am enjoying this thing. So I'm going to be able to get some behind the scenes there, and I think it's really, really cool. So let me see if I can actually turn the ISO up a little bit. Probably should have done that first, but I don't really like to touch stuff while I'm filming. But let me see, turn it up a tiny bit. Okay, so yep, turn the ISO up so you can get a good look at this. Like I said, all metal. This is even metal, I believe. Let's see, this feels like plastic. This is all metal. This is all metal. This is metal, and they even give you a 1/4 at the bottom there. So I really think that is pretty awesome. So Neewer did a great job with that. And what else did I end up getting here? So let me try to grab this Pocket 3 really quick. So 1, 2, 3. So I will show you the new lights really quick, because I ended up getting let me see if I could, I don't want to zoom out. So I'm gonna show you the new lights that I got from Neewer. So this was the 100C, so let me see if I can switch really quick and show you. Boom. So, yep, yep. So that is the 100C, and I am using it right now. What I can say about the 100 is it was definitely brighter than the 60, which really wasn't enough for me. So I ended up getting the softbox and the light from Neewer. Just because I was able to save a little bit of money here. So let me see if I can get you one more shot here of the bigger one that I just got. So the bigger one is what I'm really excited about, because it is 300 watts. So let me see if I can find it on this thing. Yep, right here. Okay, so that is the 300 watt behemoth right there. And as you can see, I am using it right now. And I've got to say, this has got to be one of my favorite little lights right now. Sorry, I actually forgot that the camera was upside down, so I might have just screwed that all up. I'm sorry. Trying to do a little bit too much at once, I think, so I apologize for that. So if you were in between the newer 60 watt and the 300 watt and the 100 watt, which is actually, I believe, a 130 watt light, I can tell you what, because I have all three, and I probably didn't show you correctly there, so I apologize for that. But I can probably go, nope, I can't really go any wider. So this is going to be my 300 watt light right there, and that is going to be the 100. And I do think it might be a little bit overexposed, so let me go down to 320, and I might have messed that up a little bit, but that's okay. So let's see, I'm not seeing anything there. So any questions, definitely don't be shy, ask me, ask away. What I'm actually going to finish telling you is that, so first I bought the 60 watt, it's an RGB color light, and then I ended up going ahead and buying this other one, which was the 130 watt, and that's the one I have right there. And you know, it's great, you can control it via the app. It is pretty bright, but it really wasn't as bright as some of my other 60 watt lights that were bi-color. So I ended up using those two together for a while, and I actually just got this one in, and I can say it is really changing the game, because this 300 watt light, you know, it's got proper build quality. They give you a proper bag to actually carry it, and I think that bag is really, really high quality. I really, really like it. And the light itself is, you know, all metal. It is much more high quality, I'm sorry, than any of the other lights in the same like the same Neewer light. Like, one's made out of a little plastic, and then that one is all metal. So I don't mean like, you know, the build quality is, you know, it's not like it's bad on the other ones, but this one is super high quality. It's all metal. You've got ventilation on the top, and I did actually film an unboxing for that, and I may be able to get that up here at some point. But I started a little bit late, so please forgive me for that. But I've got to say, if you are in between like the 100, the CB100 and the CB300C, I would suggest getting the 300, because this thing is super bright. It is very well made, and I've got to say, I only wish I had bought this one first, because I'm sorry for the whistling, but this really solved most of my issues for lighting, and I'm not just using this for my office. When I go on shoots and I'm outside, or I am fighting with the window, that extra power is really, really awesome, and it really comes in handy. So that is my opinion on that, and I hope it helps you, and thank you so much for listening to me blabber on about it. And let's see what else we got here. So, I got so much stuff over the past couple of weeks that it's a little bit difficult for me to remember everything, but I'll show you this one real quick. So this is going to be a Sabert, let me see if I can turn this a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't fall down. So, actually, you know what? I can turn this light on for a second. I got another light. So right here is the Sabert. Is that Sabert? Is that how you say it? I don't know. Sabrent. So this is going to be a USB 4 UHS 2 SD card adapter. Now, it's not that I didn't have one of these. I don't know why we're struggling to focus here. Okay, so it's not that I didn't have an SD card reader, it's just that this one also has a UHS 2 micro SD card. So those are just coming out now. They're just starting to come out with UHS-2 micro SD cards, and this is going to give you both of them. So you're able to actually use both of these. And we're struggling, probably because it's a little dark. But as you can see, you've got the SD, and you've also got the micro SD. Now the cable doesn't come off, but the build quality is pretty good. But I would rather have a cable that actually comes off. But what are you gonna do? Now I do have that. So I'm trying to jumping around a little bit because I'm a little tired. So please forgive me. So it does have a tiny hole for ventilation, not really big enough, and I don't really love that the cable doesn't come off. But it's very attractive because it is USB 4, which is really awesome. Along with the UHS-2 speeds, you can take this thing up to probably close to a gigabyte a second, depending on your card, of course. So I have tested this out, and with the micro SD cards that aren't UHS-2, it still works. It's just the UHS-2 are the faster ones. And I've got to say, Sabrent makes some really cool stuff. I either like to get them or I like to get Pro Grade, but that being said, I really do enjoy using that. And, so, yep, so what you're seeing actually right now, it's kind of hard for me to show you it because of the camera. I don't want to mess that up again, but what you're actually seeing right here on is the lantern, and I'm not going to show you it, but I will show you the light output. So you see this lantern? See when I turn it off? So this is the aperture lantern. It's 90 centimeters, and I've got to say, this is really cool. If you just need, like, you know, very wide angle of light, this is awesome. And it also comes with a little skirt, which a lot of them didn't, and very high quality stuff. Aperture makes really high quality stuff. So what you're actually seeing is it's just about 360 degrees light. So what I like to use this for is like lighting a whole scene, or, you know, working when I'm trying to fix stuff. It's really, really cool. And you really get all the light that you need because it spreads the light. Now, a reason that you might want a softbox is like a softbox like this, is because when I turn that off and you're looking at regular softboxes right here, you can get more directional light. So you can keep the back of your scene dark, which I really like in a lot of cases. I think, you know, having control over the light is beneficial most of the time, but, you know, using that lantern has its use cases, like, you know, going outside, shooting the flash. I think this is going to come really clutch, and I just wanted to bring that up because that was my first lantern, and I really do like it. And let's see if we can get through all the things I wanted to talk about. Now, I did actually just want to open this up with you live here, but let me see if I can get a little bit better of an angle here. So, I wanted to just check this out. I know JBL had come out with some newer ones, but I was excited to check this one out. Let's see, boom, switch it up here. So, what we have here is the bigger one, obviously, is in the background, but this is the JBL Go 4, and I really love even the 4s. I know they are coming out with 5s, but this is also the 4, and this is the Charge, but I think, I don't know if I put that in there or not, but that's okay. Yeah, no, I put the Flip, but I don't have the Flip on me, and here's the Charge. So, basically, oh, Toby's coming in here, Carolyn. Hello, buddy. The puppy came in here. What are you doing? No, no, no. No, no, no. You want a moment of cuteness? You can have one moment of cuteness, okay? Toby, come here. Come say hi. Come say hi. Look who it is. Look who it is. How'd you get over here? Look at this puppy. Look at this puppy. You're a cutie boy. You was sleeping. I smell that. Give me a hug. I love that sleepy smell. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Good boy. Little Toby. Little Toby. All right, buddy boy. Don't be a nuisance, all right? Don't be a nuisance. Okay. So, Toby popped on in. So, obviously, the size difference of these is going to be pretty big here. So, we have the Charge, which also, obviously, with the name, it does charge your devices. And you can use this USB-A on the back. And these are really cool because they're waterproof. This one's not as portable as something like this. So I think really, you know, it depends on what you need it for. But you really can't beat this right here. Especially for some of your, you know, like riding on the scooter or something like that. I think it's really hard to beat this. So we're going to do a live unboxing on the live right now. So 7 hours battery.